Hey guys, how's it going on? So, chapter's coming out today on the early day. That is really cool, to be honest. I think it's because we're on a public holiday in Japan, I believe. But all in all, I'm happy that we've got some Toriko greatness, because honestly, like today I was just thinking, how great would it be if the chapters came out? I really wanted my Toriko fix. And this is what we get in this chapter. So if you have not read this chapter, I'm giving you 5 seconds before we get into the real meaty parts of the chapter. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Alright guys, Starjun is gone. Starjun's dead. Now that is sad, because honestly, I love Starjun. Like, Starjun's one of my favourite guys. I can't stress how much I love Starjun. And it's sad to see him go. And this is one of the reasons why I did like Neo, why I do like Neo, sorry, as a villain, Neo slash Acacia, because especially in Toriko, or just in any shonen series, if someone dies, there is always the possibility of them coming back. Like of them, you know, getting either like resurrected or healed, all this kind of stuff. But since it's Neo, wherever he eats, it doesn't regenerate. Like their cells have just been depleted, it's just gone. So it really did give us that sense of terror, because it really did make you think whoever Neo eats, they're dead. And that's what we see in this chapter, first with Starjun, but also with Midora. Because when Acacia eats Midora's hand off, Midora can't heal it. So it does really give you that kind of scary atmosphere about it as the aura that him as a villain presents. So it is pretty creepy. But all in all, this chapter was awesome. This chapter, man, I don't know how to explain it, because honestly, I do feel a little bit conflicted because of the feels of Starjun going, but of the hypeness of, you know, seeing Red in all his glory. But, like, I am feeling a bit conflicted, and one of the main reasons are the pacing of this chapter. And some of you guys may have overlooked this. Personally, I overlooked it. I don't want to dwell on it so much because I still did enjoy this chapter, but it has to be addressed. Now, and that is the reason of how is it in one chapter, our main protagonist, our main character of the series manages to eat God and Center in one chapter. Now these are the things that he's been climbing for. Like from chapter 1, it was one of his goals to eat God. And the fact that he eats it in one chapter with, you could argue no build up, because it kind of came out of nowhere. We do know that obviously he was in the vicinity, but like, it was just given to him. So I felt like there was kind of no struggle for him to get God as well. But yeah, it is kind of underwhelming, to be honest, especially with especially Center. I'm really disappointed in Center, to be honest, because I feel like that's had no build up whatsoever. All we knew was like, it did have a bit of build-up. All we knew was that it was like Mishitoshi was suggesting that Center was more important than God, because Center was the origin of life and everything like that. So we were all wondering, what does Center look like? What is it going to do to you when you consume Center? And all we see is when you consume it, all your hair goes off and you just go like hairless. That's all we know of it. And well, what else that we do know is from eating Center, you can either consume your gourmet appetite, or your gourmet appetite can consume you. So yeah, that was pretty cool. It seems like for them to eat God, that's when their gourmet appetite, you know, can come out on its original body. So that's pretty cool. Now I got to talk about Red for a second. So Red just looks, oh man, Red looks all. I love the detail that Mr. Toshi puts in when he draws out his, you know, appetites, the gourmet appetites. Especially when we see Red, or like Wings, the third demon which we see in this chapter. Let me get onto that in a second. But Red just looks. Red looks beast, man. I really wanted to see Red, you know, go out, because I remember when he first came out with, not when he first came out, but when he came out like 10 chapters ago with Blue, and he was like, I need to eat God and Center so I can attain my original power. And in a couple of chapters before that as well, when Gigi was talking about how this gourmet appetite was hailed as history's strongest, I was just like, yo, when he comes out properly and when he's fully revived in his own body, it's a wrap. And the fact that Toriko's consumed him, that's going to be pretty cool. Honestly, I would have, I'm happy of how Toriko's appearance didn't change, because I thought, a lot of people may have felt like, oh, it looks a little bit weird if Toriko's appearance kind of changed and it was something like Acacia's. So I'm really happy about the appearance that Toriko has when he consumed Red. But I'm just wondering the power that Red's going to have now that Toriko has consumed Red, because it's just, Toriko's going to be so strong right now. It's going to be unbelievable. So I'm so damn excited for that. Now, what also does get me a little bit even more hyped is the fact that it took all of the full course on Earth for Toriko to, you know, revive, semi-revive, you could say, to get out Red. Now, what's it going to take to get out Blue and Wings, the third demon? So I'm really wondering about that. It's probably going to do the furthest lands. So let's address the elephant in the room, which was in this chapter. Now, we found out who was the father and who was the mother in this chapter, and that was Acacia and Froze. Now, I did say this like 20 or 15 chapters ago. So my theory, it wasn't my theory, but I did find it online how someone was saying that they were the children of Acacia, and throughout these 500 years they were in the back channel, so it was kind of right. So yeah, I'm happy with this, man. Finally we found out. Honestly, I thought it was going to be Midora, but if it was going to be Midora, we were wondering who would be the mother. So yeah, a lot of people, because especially with last chapter, because the way Mr. Toshi drew, when Mr. Toshi drew Midora, Toriko and Starjun, like all three of them, I was just like, yo, family reunited and all that kind of stuff. That's what I got from that. But yeah, Acacia's the daddy in this chapter. Froze's the mother. And basically, Froze took out her womb with the placenta, encased it in a back channel, covered with tons of gourmet luck and centuries worth of energy. And pushed it out and it drifted out to sea. During those 500, and during that time, 500 years passed. Now, what happened during those 500 years? All those centuries worth of nutrition, all those centuries worth of nutrients, that was, most of it was absorbed into Starjun, and that's how Starjun was born first, whereas Toriko didn't have as much. He didn't consume as much as Starjun did. Now, this is pretty cool. That just tells you about the kindness that Toriko has. It just shows you about Toriko's character, in my opinion. And it really does make sense, because if you remember when Ichiryu first saw Toriko, and Ichiryu gave the piece of bread to Toriko, Toriko gave the bread, was going to go to give it to the village. So from birth, man, we're seeing that kindness that Toriko always wanted to share with everyone. So that was really awesome to see. And notice the massive chunk that Toriko took out of God, like pretty much the whole knee. Honestly, I feel sorry for God right now, because God is just getting devoured left, right and centre. Like, honestly, it's hilarious. But yeah, man, this chapter, I really do like this chapter, I'm not gonna lie. But obviously I am sad for Starjun. Now Starjun, this is what I want to talk about, because this is a bit confusing. It seems that in Starjun's death he managed to release Gourmet luck. This is what we were seeing. We were seeing Gourmet luck, and obviously Gourmet luck's very compatible with Starjun. So Starjun was able to control Gourmet luck, you could say. And this is what was happening throughout this chapter. So Gourmet luck, they were able to feed Toriko God, and then they were able to feed Toriko Center. And what else did they do? Oh, they kind of shielded him away from Acacia and took Toriko away. So that was pretty cool. Now, I'd like a bit more explanation on that. I'd like a little bit more on what's actually happening, because Midora was just like, what happened? Something flew out of Starjun. So it must have been like, you know, the pure, I don't know, the purest will of Gourmet or nutrition or something like that. I'm not really sure. It's Gourmet luck. Gourmet luck is a little hazy concept as well. It is very ambiguous, because at first what we found in the series, it alluded to the fact that Gourmet luck was you could hear the ingredients' voices. Then it looked like it was just like probability manipulation, or just like, yeah, manipulating causation or something like that. So yeah, I feel like Gourmet luck is just like a massive entity that just governs everything. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Hopefully that's why I do want a bit more explanation on that. I did like how this chapter went. I know a lot of people may feel conflicted with the pacing on how everything was just given to Toriko. All in all, I'm still excited by it. The fact that, if you guys didn't catch it, you have to read back the chapter. But we see the third demon, we see Wings. And he's playing around with Acacia's hand, people. He's just lying there, twisting it around, and I'm just like, yo, honestly, Acacia's gonna have to need a power-up to fight Wings, because the fact that, like, Wings hasn't even come out yet, when he does come out, like, it's gonna be so lit. So, guys, please tell me your thoughts, comment below what you thought of this chapter. If you liked anything that I had to say, please drop a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. What were your thoughts on this chapter? Were you particularly annoyed with Toriko consuming God and censoring one chapter? Were you sad that Starjun was going? Honestly, I do feel like if we do have a furthest lands and space, I would have loved to see Starjun in it. Do you think Starjun's down for the count? Because he did say that he said that his cells have given up on life or something like that. His cells have accepted death. So maybe that's what Neo do. When Neo devours something, the cells just accept death. Do you think that can be overcome? Can it be healed by something? Well, I'm not really sure. Either way, some of your thoughts comment below. Shinigami-san, I'll see you next with that greatness. That is Toriko Chapter 388. Let's continue the discussion down below. Shinigami-san, goodbye guys. See ya.